Hello and welcome to this B1 Usability Packs Tip of the Week session. My name is Morten Petersen and today's topic is the B1 Print and Delivery translation system. Let's look at how B1 Print and Delivery handle multi-language email actions before this new translation system. If we had 3 translations, one for English, one for Danish and one for Spanish, we would have 3 email actions, 3 report configurations, and we had to select business partners where the report actions should be used. With the new system, we can have 3 translations as well, but we only need 1 email action, 1 report configuration, and we do no longer need to select business partners. So here we are on tab business 1. Let me first show you the old configurations that we're going to make into 1. Let's open the report actions. And as you can see, we have an email report action for each of the languages. Let's open the report configuration. And we would now like Norm Thompson to get his email in Danish. So let's select business partner. And let's find Norm Thompson. We are setting up the sales AR invoice. And let's try to create an email invoice for Norm Thompson. And let's have a look at Outlook and see that the email report was generated. As you can see, Norm Thompson would now receive an email in Danish. Now, let's try to do the same using the translation system. Before you can use the new translation system, you will have to make sure that you have multi-language enabled in SAP. So you will have to enable multi-language support, and you will have to enable translatable fields in the settings. Now, let's try to create a new email report action. We are going to duplicate the English version and use it to create the multi-language version, as we want English to be our default language. Let's just change the name and edit. Alright, now we are going to start translating the fields. So let's translate subject. And the way you translate the fields is that you click this little globalization icon and you choose the language you would like to translate it to. If you double click the row, you can edit it in a bigger window. So we're going to use Danish and we're going to use Spanish. And we're going to translate the body, so let's get the Danish body. Translate the body. And let's get the Spanish body. And let's edit. Now, if you press the globalization icon, you can see that the body has been translated into Danish and Spanish. Let's translate the attachment template as well. Now we have made a multi-language report action and we have to use it in a report configuration. So let's open the configuration window for reports and we are again going to copy the UK and let's change the name. And the email buttons is now going to be not the UK version, but the multi-language version. So let's select it and let's add it. Let's remove our previous configurations. As they are no longer needed. Alright, so now we only have our multi-language report configuration, and let's try to see if we can make Norm Thompson get a Danish email. Now before you had to select a business partner, this is no longer needed, so let's go to an AR invoice. Let's find the Norm Thompson invoice and let's try to generate an email report. Let's look in Outlook, and as you see the email is in English and we would like to have it in Danish instead. So let's go back into SAP, go to the Logistics tab and change the language to Danish. Let's update it. And let's try to regenerate the email. Now we correctly got the email in Danish. We could get it in Spanish as well. Let's update and let's generate. And our email were in Spanish instead. Now if we change to a language that you have not translated to, like Greek, it would simply use the default translation instead, which is English. This works for all of the AI invoices, so if we change to another one, change the language to Spanish, update and generate, the invoice will be in Spanish. So this is actually quite smart, as you simply have to create new translations for the report actions to support other languages. So you could support new language by creating, for example, a Greek translation and add it. For AI invoices, the language used is based on the language set in the Logistics tab. For other document types that does not have a separate language selection, the language will be based on what is set on the business partner master data. So if you want Norm Thompson to always use Spanish, you will have to select Spanish on the business partner master data, and you will have to select the language on the documents that have a language option. The translation system also works for save report actions. So let's open the report actions. And let's find a save report action. Yes, you can translate the file template into different languages as well. This concludes this session. For training material, please go to service.boyum-it.com/education. To get a free demo license of the product, go to license.boyum-it.com/b1up. If you want to contact us, you can either use our sales email or our support email. Thank you for attending.